Hey guys, it's Marty from Air. I'm here at the restaurant right now, so you hear some background noise. It's because we're a little busy, okay? But I told you I was going to show you my deck, and so let's get on with this kind of review of my deck. Okay, so you can hear my voice. We'll start down here, okay? These are all of the original lands in this deck, okay? The land base in this deck is actually incredible. I didn't have to add a thing. Por favor. No hay problema, señorita. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next cards in my deck. This is the first time I'm doing this, by the way, so if it's disorganized, I'm very sorry. But it's fun. I want to show off my love and passion for Magic the Gathering. So here we go. So that was the land base. By the way, this is my playback. Little Ashiok action right here. As a chibi. But let's go ahead and focus on her. And so this is my Aowen deck right here. She's beheading the, I guess it's a Hydra for the faceless one. I love her because her trigger effects are so easy to get on the field. So as a human enters a battlefield, it doesn't matter what size, she'll trigger, and then you'll make 2/2/2 red knight human tokens with trample and haste, and that's amazing. And so let's go ahead and move on to some of the other cards in my deck real quick. We'll do it this way. So I'm going to put them as a stack, and then we'll see all the cards in this stack, okay? So this is actually another card that was in here. Door of Destiny, gray card. When it comes into the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen creature type, put a 1/1 counter on Door of Destiny, and all your creatures get a +1/+1 from that. Coat of Arms is a card that I added myself. Feel that it was pretty good, you know. If you have like 10 creatures on the battlefield, everybody's getting +9/+9, so it's pretty nice. Herald of the Horn, it's pretty good. Creatures cost 1 less. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, reveal it, put it to your hand. So that's pretty useful. Undriel's Flaming Sword. +3/+1, and then whenever this creature attacks, it just has to be an attack trigger. Then boom. I don't know what the hell's going on in here. It's loud, so you have to excuse me. The crown's pretty cool. Love this card right here. Gives you +1/+1 for each creature you control, which is amazing. And then become the monarch. So no monarch, cool. I become the monarch. And if you are the monarch, this thing costs 3 less. So essentially, it's just 1. Everyone's favorite sort of fear and famine, or feast and famine. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, and then I get to untap all my lands. Enough said. Don't have to tell you why that's super good. And these are pretty much going to be the mana rocks right here. Talisman, Soul Ring, so beautiful with the okay, Signet, Lotus Petal. It's part of my. I can pretty much get Aowen out in one turn, so she'll come out, play this, play 3 of whatever color it is. So 3 blue, white, and then whatever it is, and then pretty much you can just get her out immediately turn 1. Here's another Talisman, and here's the Thought Vessel, and here is a Command Sphere. So Fealty of the Realm, Scold is a good way to kind of enchant that person's creature. So if it's their commander, enchant it. If you're the monarch, take control of it. It's in some ways it's better than Imprison in the Moon. It's kind of nice. I like it. Lost to Legend. This is a great way to get legendaries out of the battlefield and kind of stack them away in a person's library. Light of Banishing. This is a great enchantment. Banish a creature or permanent on the battlefield. Get rid of it. Marshal's Anthem. This is a great way to get creatures back from your graveyard. So you want to throw stuff in there, cool. Kick it for each creature you want to get out of there. Boom. Now all of a sudden your battlefield is back up to par. And the great thing is a residual. All your creatures get +1/+1. Super nice. Everyone's favorite Path to Exile. Get rid of a creature, and then basically go look for a land. Anointed Procession. This is not part of that deck. This is a good way to make so Aowen triggers. I cast a human. Aowen triggers. I play 2 knights, and then with Anointed Procession, instead of playing 2 knights, I'll play 4 knights. Real nice. This one I got off of, I think it was from a box, because there's that little secret layer or secret magic thing, whatever the hell you want to call it. So far, a lot of these cards are still from the original deck, by the way. This is something I put in here myself. It's a great, hey, why not put a spirit token creature in there? Oh, I'm the monarch. Here, have an angel. It's a great card right here, too. Boom. Vision of Glory. Has flashback. So if I have like 14 creatures on the battlefield, guess what? 14 more come out. And if I have Anointed Procession, double that. So all of a sudden you have freaking 28 creatures on the battlefield. It's crazy. Shared Animosity. So an Anthem, basically get +1/+1 for every other creature on the battlefield. Great. This is an add-on, but it's still in the theme of the same set. So great card. Call for Aid. This is a great card as well. I mean, this can be a game winner too, you know what I mean? It's a great card. So better make sure that when you pop this off that there's no flying creatures. Like aim against angel decks, obviously it's worthless. Court of Ire, great card. If you're the monarch, deal 7 to a player. For Aragos, this is a great card. Boom. Create X22 human creature tokens with a trample and haste X. Man, you can make a lot. So if you have anointed procession out, this thing gets bonkers. It's a great anthem. This is a good way to trigger Aowen for 3 turns. Boom, boom, boom. One of my favorite cards in this. So basically goad all creatures other than mine, your opponents, and just watch them attack each other, and those creatures cannot block, which is so cool. So if I had this out, plus if you have just sell out, that becomes bonkers. And you gotta have a Supreme Verdict in there. It's always good. Get invincibility, Pam, pop up, kill everything on the field, play this second main phase, and all of a sudden now they're in big trouble. And now we're gonna move to the meat and potatoes of the deck. These are all the creatures. Vincer is like seriously one of my favorite commanders because of this right here. Look at that. And so boom, all of a sudden you go bonkers. San Quan, Lord of Wu, gives all your creatures horsemanship. So in other words, if your opponents don't have horsemanship, you're out of luck. This is a great card right here as well. Deal damage to somebody, I become the monarch, and then I get to scry. Scry's never bad. This is a good card. If I'm the monarch, at the end of my turn, I get to draw 2 cards because of this card right here. Great card. This is not one of my favorite cards in here, but it's pretty good. This is part of an infinite combo, so you get the Celebrant out, tap her. If you have, I'll show you the card combo right now, but she's part of that infinite chain for combat steps. This guy basically allows you to keep putting 1/1 counters for every human creature that comes on the field. So I have 4 people come on the field, 4 humans. This is going to trigger 4 times. Excellent card. Zealot Conscript is a very good card right here. When she comes onto the battlefield, get control target permanent. So end the turn, untap that permanent, it gains haste. So the possibilities are endless. Oh, you want to play that bite? Still cool. Give it to me. Boom, untap it, and I'm going to kill you. But this is a I don't think you have the balls kind of card. You know, when you play this card, they kill any legendary creatures. Cool. I untap. I take another attack step. Awesome card. Harsh Mentor's great. If you use a card for other than mana, boom, take 2 damage. This is the other part of that combo. So whenever I attack, make a copy of that creature. And so basically, with the Combat Celebrant and this Flame Rider, you go infinite combo steps. Really nice. This is a good way to put people just like, oh, I become the monarch. Because if I'm the monarch, let's go ahead and get rid of that creature that you have in the battlefield. Real nice. There's another one right here. Oh, I took here, let's beat your face. Now I get to untap all my creatures. She's one of my favorite knights of all time. Beautiful card. Knight Exemplar. First strike, other knights you have +1/+1 and indestructible. Essential in this deck. This is a great card, so if you're ever in dire straits for land, boom, tap 1, tap, go look for a land in your deck, put it into your hand, and there you go. This card is amazing. A lot of people are confused about this card, but I'm not. So whenever this card is in the battlefield, I become the monarch, and then for each creature I have out, that if you want to attack me, you're going to have to pay that much. So if I have 10 creatures on the field, you're going to have to pay 10. Sweet. This is another great card. Boom, he comes on the battlefield. Humans or any human enters the battlefield, guess what? Creatures I control gain +1/+1 and vigilance. So when you don't have to untap your creatures, that's an awesome thing. This is an older card right here. She's amazing. Battle Cry. So whenever the hero of the Blade Hold enters, guess what? She creates 2 1/1 white creature soldier tokens. And if you have the Anointed Procession out, boom, you're making 4. This deck can get bonkers, by the way. This is a great card right here. Boom. You can prevent all damage that will be dealt to you this way, and then basically put 1/1 counters on Selfless Squire. So if you have somebody being a smart ass and they're like, ooh, I'm going to attack you with a million squirrel, like a million squirrel, that's cool, bam. Now I got a million soldier token. Haha, take that. This is a cool card right here. Look at the top card of your library. If it's land, guess what? Boom, gets put in right away. Just put into, let me see. Yep, I get to play the land from the top of my library. It's beautiful. I think that will only trigger if I haven't played a land. This is also a great card for 2. Boom, whenever a night spell is cast, create a 1/1 human creature token. Bam, you get some great value out of this for 2. Gandalf, this is an okay card in this deck, but it's thematic, it's part of the deck. Gandalf's riding a horse, dude. Doesn't get any better than that. The commander gets indestructible and +2/+2. No said. Boom. Really good card for 3. This is one of the MVPs of this deck right here. So if somebody decides to cast like an X spell, like Toxic Deluge, sack this creature, bam, now, you know, counter that spell. Great. And if I have 3 or more creatures attacking this turn, guess what? Now all my creatures get indestructible. This is literally one of the best cards in this deck. This is also a pretty good card. You know, creatures come into the battlefield and my control, boom, tap target creature. And so basically I can clear the path to beat your face. This card's in here just because it's a 1-drop, but there's some value out of here. Destroy a target creature with power 4 or greater. Amazing. I can play this from exile. Boom. And then for 2, 1 white, 1 colorless, tap, create target creature. Now you have something bonkers out there that's trying to block. I get to just get out of the way. I become the monarch with her, and I can't die to your damage combat. Amazing card. Love it. So cool. This is probably my favorite card in the deck. I think this is one of the most beautiful cards in Magic. Wish I made a playmat of this. And she's just Venerable Knight. Boom. For 1. She's a 2/1. And whenever she dies, put a 1/1 counter on a fellow knight. So cool. But in this deck, this is a bonkers card. This card right here, Riders of Rohan, is amazing. If you dash, guess what? Boom, he comes out. Create 2 2/2 human creature tokens. And then at the end of combat, so he'll trigger AON. You'll make 4 knights. You'll attack. And then he'll come back to your hand. You get to do this again. Aragon, King of Gondor. This is an amazing card as well. Boom. When you're the king or the monarch, you become the monarch. If you are the monarch, guess what? Creatures cannot be blocked this turn. It's not target creatures, it's all creatures. It's an amazing card. Love it. Aragon. This card can be really stupid as well. So if you start getting a lot of cards that get double strike, it's pretty much the end of their lives. And then here we go. This card's as well, really dumb. Let's say you have a bunch of creatures, this enters 1/1, boom, pop somebody for a lot, and then do it again, boom. This card just gets really stupid. This card's okay. I left it in there for thematic reasons, but it's okay. Get to make a human. And if you have an Anointed Procession out, it can be pretty good. This card's a beautiful card, but it's trash. But it's in here because it's a cool card. We're almost at the end, guys, here. Whoa. This is the Secret Layer Valentine's drop for Gisela. And so you take half damage, everybody else takes double damage. Enough said. And then this card's okay. Basically, go filter out, find humans, put into your hand. It's an okay card. Alright guys, so that was the first video of my deck. Hopefully you liked it. We'll try to put a little bit more production the next time. So I'll just kind of leave you with that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Marco for mayor. Have a beautiful weekend.